Hello, welcome to my channel. Today I am super excited because you can see there are some caffeinated critters here. And the Rabbit Hole Designs has got a re-release, a limited edition release of the beloved caffeinated critters. They are what drew me they were my gateway to the rabbit hole. These caffeinated critters. This guy in particular, isn't he cute? This limited edition, as you might already know, the original one, caffeinated critters, they used to come in like bigger size. So the stamps themselves were much larger. But these are smaller. Let me see. As you can see, the reindeer is about 3.5 inches. The littlest guy, this cute little crab, oh my god, holding a donut. He is, an 1.5 inches and 1 inch tall. Then we have this awesome octopus. This octopus, look at with the curlers. She is 1.5 inches by, let's see, 2.5. So they have packed in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 into, and you can see here, let me take these puppies off. So I've stamped and die cut. So it's coming in a bundle. As well, you can get a bundle. I'm not sure if you the bundle, which will be the stamps and dies. Let me set off these, and so yes, here they are. Here, what was I saying? Oh yeah, limited edition set number 1. So there's going to be other sets, and I don't know if you follow the Rabbit Hole Designs on Facebook. They had a poll, and you could vote for your favorite caffeinated critters. So these were the ones most voted in, and there we are. So we have the reindeer, the fox, the bear, the dragon. Love him. This cat, so fun. Looks so frazzled. The bunny, the bee. Oh my gosh, the bee is one of my favorites. The crab, the flamingo, also a great one, and also a good one too. They're all awesome. But the octopus as well. And as you can see, here are the dies for them. So you have 10 dies as well. So the stamp and die bundle. So we got that. And then all these, I colored them up and die cut them. And you can see how well it just die cuts so perfectly. And then their Trinity Stamps, who partnered with them and have a fun caffeinated mix that will go with it. And I cannot recall the name of the set. I'm sorry, my son is talking in the background. Okay, thank you, Anthony.
You're welcome.
If I can get into this. And here we go. Oh, yeah. Look at all of, oh my gosh, look at this goodness. We have some lovely caffeinated hearts. Oh, these are gorgeous. The rhinestones. Let me put it on a little thingamabob here so you can see it better. Oh, I lost a glitter. But check that out. Oh my, look at these. These are so pretty. And coffee beans, I mean. And oh yeah, look at all that goodness, caffeine, colors, and turn over some of these guys. Sparkly bits. What is this? Oh, these are the iridescent ones. And hearts. And then there's some matte, gold matte sequins, glitter sequins. Oh yeah, just all full of goodness for your shaker cards. And yeah, so that is that. Oh, I can't remember the name of the mix. Something I think to do with latte. But a latte love maybe, I'm not sure. But there's that sparkle mix. And then the other thing in the release is a coordinating mini. So this is a fantastic size to go with your caffeinated critters. So it is 4 inches by 3 inches. And so this stencil will be great for creating those added details or creating a background. So it's got these splatter drops, like the ring and some splatters, coffee splatters. It's got a couple of mugs. Then it has right here, and it has some coffee beans. So that, and it is called Sip Sip Ah. Great name. So that is the new stencil. And I'll put that back in its pouch. So, like I was saying with this, it's a limited edition. So when it sells out, it sells out. I don't know how many there have been that there are. So if you have been a lover of the caffeinated critters, or if you are just new to these caffeinated critters, now is a good time to jump in, because like I said, once they are done, they're done. So stay tuned, and I will be showing you some of my creations that I've done using these caffeinated critters and the Rabbit Hole Designs new release. Thanks for watching. Thanks for visiting. See you later. Bye. So we're just going to go right in and create a card. I did forget to show you the other product that is being released is the blended sentiment sheets, and these work with the caffeinated critters. So let's pull them out. There's some in the black and then the same ones in white. So they've got all kinds of fun sentiments. Like happy birthday, better latte than never. Coffee, the vodka of mornings. Too much Monday, not enough coffee. That one is always right. Does this coffee make me look productive? And a bunch of other things. And then the same in the black. So, and I think there's like 2 of each. Yes. So those are super great to already have stamped. Everything's square and perfect. You just cut them off and add them to your card or whatever you're creating. So I'm going to be using, this is a white cardstock panel hammer mill paper, and I just got it off Amazon, and I've cut it to be just under A2 size, so I'd have a border on my card. I like to do that. So it's instead of 4 1/4 by 5 1/2, I have done 4 2/3, 4.23 by 5.48, I guess. So just 2 millimeters, so a millimeter off each side, really. And then or not a millimeter. It's morning. I need 2 minutes. It's not Monday, but I need my coffee. So anyway, I will also be using this great stencil, the Sip Sip Ah. So let me find a good placement for it. And, you know, you can always use it on either side. You don't have to always, you know, necessarily use it on the side, that one side. So I think I'm going to orient it this way and then tape it off with some of my, this is just washi tape. You can use whatever low tack tape you have. And this one's particularly sticky. It tears easily, but it's very sticky. So I just kind of, you can get some of that tack off by just on your hands. And then I'll, I don't want to have that. Maybe a little bit lower. That'll be good. And then this one's sticky. Just gonna put this puppy here. And I'm working on a glass mat. These glass mats are fantastic. I love them. You've probably seen them all over your video, people, creators using them because they're wonderful because they're magnetic. And then you get these fabulous magnets with them. I chose black so that, you know, white, all my white stuff gets mucked up. So I'm just gonna do that so that I don't, when I'm ink blending, I'm not making a huge mess. Oh, I don't want this guy showing, so I'm just gonna cover him up. Fuzz. And it's a quiet morning here in San Antonio. We have finally got some sun. We've had a lot of cold weather, fog, drizzle. I know why, right? Because you guys up north are getting a lot of snow and stuff. So fog and drizzle sounds probably good to a lot of people rather than snow. But it's tough when you want to have natural light. So anyway, I am using Catherine Pooler. I love Catherine Pooler inks. You'll see me, this camera going in and out of focus. You'll see me use Catherine Pooler inks the majority of the time. When I do a lot of, mostly reels. This is kind of outside the box for me. I don't normally do this type of video where I am talking and creating at the same time. So I don't know how this is going to go. But Catherine Pooler inks are my jam. My friend Amy of Amy's Wares turned me on to them, and I have not looked back since. So I'm taking a little blender brush and just, they are super duper juicy pads too. So you want to, you know, depending on how dark you want your ink, you know, tap it off because you can always layer the ink as well. And just like little circular motion, just go all along the splat and the little, there's a splatter over here, a little droplet. Then I want to get, and then this ring of coffee, because this person who is drinking the coffee evidently needs it so much that they're not being careful, and they're just like, hey, I got my coffee and I'm frazzled, so here I'm just making up weird stories. But this is before they've had their first sip of coffee, and they were less needing coffee, so they splashed it everywhere. And I love the size of this little stencil. And you can always just store it back in the package with the stamps, because then it's just easy to find. See, and that is that. It doesn't take a lot. Doesn't need to be perfect, because, you know, it's a messy splatter. All right. And then when you remove your tape, just be careful because it might still be sticky. And if it has a hard time coming off of your paper, You might want to just heat it a little bit with your heat gun, because that will loosen the glue on the back of the tape, and it'll make it easier to remove so that it doesn't tear. Or you just use a tape that's meant to be used for this purpose, like mint tape or something. I have some, but it's the wide one. So I usually just gravitate toward my little washi tapes. See, this one's getting a little bit tough to remove. So I might just hit it with the gun, my heat gun. That's not plugged in. Okay. Oh, there, it's coming. It's coming. Just be gentle. Hang with me, people. It's coming off. There we go. And then, ooh, look at that. That looks awesome. That I am so loving this little stencil. All right, don't do it on the last little bit. Come on. There we go. All right, success. Now, I think I'm going to, let's see, which guys do I want to use? You know, I'm going to make it kind of a sea themed. So, this one, octopus. I love this little crab. Oh my gosh. I know I've said it before, but the donut and the coffee. Oh. And this one's like chocolate glazed or maple glazed. Well, chocolate, I suppose, more. All right. I think he is going to look best like here, maybe. Yeah. That's too white. I am going to blend around the corners. Now, to blend around the corners, you might want a bigger brush to blend. But I don't have a bigger brown blending one, a brush that's specifically brown that I have dog-eared or earmarked for as a brown one. I have lots of my colored brushes. So when I use the bigger blending brushes, I usually have them like pink, green, blue, you know, black, but I don't have one that is specifically for browns. So you can also use a foam blending brush. And that might be a better answer than this guy, because this might take a little bit. All right, let me go get one of those. So, okay, got one. I don't normally use a foam brush with these guys. I normally use this kind of brush with my my oxides. So let me get my glasses on so I can see better. I'm super duper excited. I know I've talked about it before, but having these little critter sets, the caffeinated critters back, is like so happy. It makes me so happy to have these guys in the lineup again, because they are super duper fun. And I am a lover of, and they don't have to be like for coffee. You can have them drinking tea for sure. Because I know there's lots of tea drinkers out there. Even like hot chocolate, cocoa. you know, before they go to bed. They're having their cup of hot chocolate. But, so yeah, they, you know, don't necessarily be limited to coffee. And going back to the Catherine Pooler inks, when this dries, it's going to lighten up a little bit too. It's not going to be this dark. But okay. It's so quiet. My guys are still sleeping. So I don't have the TV on or anybody asking me to make them breakfast or anything like that. This is my creating quiet time. I used to have a little guy companion here with me, Newton, my pupper, but we lost him in August, and it's been weird not having him because he was like 16 years old. So I was so used to having him around. He was really my we had two dogs, and one was, his name was Einstein. So we had Einstein and Newton, yeah. But Newton was he kind of latched himself onto me, and so he was always here. So I used to also, another reason why I wouldn't do creations like this where I'm talking and creating at the same time is because Newton sometimes would not bother me, but he would want things as well. He'd, like in the morning, he'd want to go out. Like I'd get up, take him out, and he'd go out and he'd sniff, 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 sniffing all the nighttime sniffs. And so what I'm doing here is just laying down some, because I'm going to also make some more splatters. And so I just onto my glass mat. You can do it onto an acetate sheet or something too. And then add a little bit of water so that I can splatter it. And then, yeah, so Newton used to asked to go out like 3 or 4 times because he'd go out, sniff, 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 come in and want a treat. And I think he'd forget to pee. So you'd have to go out and do it a few times in the morning. Just, all right. So then you can splatter like this. Ooh, yes, splatter, splat that baby. And again, these will lighten up too. There we go. That's enough. And then you want to clean that up. This is just a little microfiber cloth that I got. I think I got it at a like a dollar store or whatever. Just like it came in a package. They were white at one time. I think they were white, yeah. Or they had to be white, yeah. Okay, that's that. This, I need to clean that off too. So then, let me make sure my hands are clean before I'm touching these guys. I'm unmessy, like my hands, whenever, if you've watched my reels and stuff, you'll see I usually have ink or stuff all over my hands because I use my hands a lot when I create, especially for watercoloring. I might have a paper towel there, but I'll still, you know, use the back of my hand for some reason. I think I like that. And then I'm going to pull in some of these beauties from the bag. I got to put it in one of these containers. I have these containers that are great for holding. Whoop! there goes an orange sparkle dot. That's from Trinity too, but this was that wonderful Trinity mix. So I'm gonna pull that in. Before I go ahead and adhere everything down, I like to check the placement. I'm gonna pull my pokey tool in if I can find it in here. Did I leave my pokey tool out? Oh no, it's right in front of my eyeballs. So there, what do I want? Some of these matte gold, some hearts. And I think those are a little bit too big. Let me get down a little closer. I usually stand when I'm crafting. Oh yeah, that's pretty. It's almost like little pearls, but they're iridescent. Oh, look at that. There's also like, I didn't notice this yesterday when I was doing it. That's like a whole, like, I don't know if you can see it, but that's like a whole little diamond crystal gem. Like it's really cool. That will look nice in the sparkle. I mean, if you do a there, can you see that? It's got a little glitter in there. So it's flat backed. So let's see. We can put that on here. Sure. What else do I want on here? Maybe some of these glittery things. There we go. Sparkle dots. And another heart. Yee, heart. And this is just me putting some stuff on here to try it out first. I don't think I want that big of something. That smaller one. Let's see. I want another glittery dot. Sorry, allergies is kicking here. We get something called cedar fever, and it's when the cedar is all up in bloom. Cedar trees. Do I want this one here maybe? This, for me, like my friend Allison said, her hardest part is the placement of the embellishments. That's my problem too. I have an embellishment placement problem. I always, have a trouble. So, there's always that kind of rule of three, or you want to have a odd number. So here I have 5 things happening here. A group of 5. And then here's the 3 and a 1. So that just is, I guess, more pleasing to the eye. I've never gone to school for art or anything, but do I like that? Maybe this, because it looks a little lopsided, heavy down here. Yeah, maybe up there like that. Sure, why not? Now I'm gonna stick everything down. Bum, 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 bum. Now I need to fill up this is just a Barely Arts glue. I like it I use it most of the time for everything, just for everything. And I think the sentiment I'm going to use is the Monday thing. That one about Mondays. Too much Monday, not enough coffee. Is that what it was? That might be my favorite one. Do I want to change it? No. Yeah, I'll put it back here. Like that. Okay, now, oh, I gotta glue these guys down. Oh my gosh, I'm forgetting the right things here. These guys. Okay, you can use tweezers as well if you want to use tweezers. All right, is he good? Stand up so I can see if he's got them placed the way I want her. I think it's a her because she's got rollers in her hair. And this is her little bud. Little caffeinated friend. Like that. I think I had her up more before, but no, that'll do. That will do. Okay, now I'm going to go and trim my little sheet and get my sentiment. I'll be right back. Okay, so I got my little Too Much Monday, Not Enough Coffee. And I'm just going to like lightly tap some brown. Okay. I think that's good. And then if you want to, you can pop it up with some foam, or you can have it lay flat. How do I want it? I'm a lover of dimension. I am going to pop it up with a little bit of foam that I have. I'll go grab. These are just little foam strips from scrapbook.com, I believe. So I'm going to back these, and 2 will probably do. And I'll just kind of line it up to get a rough length there. And just remove the backer. Boom. And where do I want it? And no, right up here. Too Much Monday, Not Enough Coffee. Yep, absolutely. Is it straight? Yes, it is. Boop, boop. And there, that's my panel. And I'm just going to adhere it onto a top folding A2 sized card base. So I have my A2 card base. Now, I don't know if I want it. See how it, the color faded back a little bit once it was dry? It was a lot darker earlier, but now that it's dry, it's faded down a little bit more to resemble the, yep. So, do I want white or black? I've been going a lot with black lately for some reason. I've been doing a lot of my backgrounds in black. Let me see. I'm having a feeling I'll choose black as well, because then it won't detract from this little almost vignette I've created here. So I will go with black, of course. Or if you watch my reels and stuff, you'll see lately I have been on a black frame, or black, not frame, but black background, not necessarily background, but I don't know what this is called at the moment. Border, I guess, around my cards. And then I always kind of go by this top left corner and then kind of go down with my hand to make sure I got it right, and then just whoosh, adhere it on nice and hard. And then with my panel, same kind of thing. Yeah, I need to add more glue. And for me, I get really, my eye just really gets bugged. See here? It really gets bugged if things are off. So, you know, and especially like in my house, if I have a picture that's off, it really bothers me. I have to fix it. And that's better. Okay, I can live with that. Check that out. We created a caffeinated critter card. And then you can put whatever you want in there. You can put a gift card inside, a coffee gift card. That's awesome. Or, you know, too much coffee, not enough, or too much Monday, not enough coffee. You can send it to your bestie, and not enough of my best friend. Written on the inside. You can write it in your own hand. Just some ideas. So that's it for me. Thanks a lot for visiting and sticking with me. For all of you who have stuck with me, please come back and like and subscribe, and wait for more. Be on the lookout for more caffeinated critter cards.